Hello and namaste, my name is Nidhi Nagori and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about another UK visa. Now, what is different about this visa is that the government of UK is actually advertising it. I first saw it on Instagram, and when I went and did my research, even a quick Google search showed me that it was being advertised also on Google. So it's being advertised heavily by the government. This is a visa that you can sponsor for yourself, so you can self-apply. And I read about this in huge details. I initially wanted to make a quick Instagram reel about it, but then I realized this is just much better suited for a YouTube video. So if you're interested in UK, if you're interested in understanding what this new visa is, and if you want to know how you can sponsor yourself, and also why is the government advertising this visa on the internet, then stick around. Alright, so let me give you some context. I was scrolling on Instagram randomly one day and I saw this one ad, which was by a UK GOV, so UK government. And I was like, why is this particular visa coming up in the ad? So there was a swipe up link attached to it. I swiped up, got some basic information. I was like, oh, this might be good for a reel. But when I was trying to do research for a reel itself, I realized that it actually is a very detailed visa. Like, there are a lot of benefits attached to it, and a small reel, a 30-second reel, might not do justice to what all are the benefits and how somebody can apply for it. Also, they had case studies of people from my home country, which is India, applying for this visa and how they were successful in getting it. So the first thing that I realized after reading about this visa was that the name was slightly misleading. The name itself seems like it's only for technology, but actually when you go and see on their website, you realize that it's actually for a lot of other fields, whether you are in finance, law, digital marketing, etc. Like it covers a lot of other fields as well. The name of this visa is UK Tech Nation Visa. I think it's also called the Global Talent or the Global Mobility Visa. I forget the exact terminology for it, but when you go on the website of UK Tech Nation, you will get to see what it is actually called, like what the real name is, especially when you're trying to do search on, say, the immigration websites, etc. Let's talk about the benefits of this visa. Number one, like I said, this is something that you can sponsor yourself for. So you don't need an employer for this. So you can sponsor yourself, you can self-apply, you don't even need a job. What you need to demonstrate is that you are somebody who will be beneficial to the UK economy, meaning that somebody who can take up a job, take up an opportunity, that you are somebody who is talented, ambitious, etc. Basically, the basic requirements for anyone who wants to get a visa sponsorship. The second benefit is that there are no limits or there is no quota in terms of the number of visas that can be issued under this particular category. Now, that is probably why the UK government is advertising it. When this visa was announced, there weren't a lot of takers for this visa, and that's majorly because UK historically did not have a lot of immigration changes. And then suddenly they had, bam, bunch of immigration changes back to back. So this visa was actually announced with 4 to 5 other categories. And people started taking interest in those because they were probably easier to understand. And those gathered a lot of interest. While this particular visa, it wasn't even coming up as an option. So that's when the government decided that they need to advertise it to make sure that the word reaches across borders, to make sure that people in different parts of the world know that this visa exists, where they can sponsor themselves. As we all know, UK has historically not been a country where people could sponsor themselves, so I can understand why the government decided to advertise it so heavily. I still get the ads because I swiped up on that link on Instagram. I get that ad almost every second day. So much so that I was like, I really have to make a video on this. That was one topic that I didn't even have to write down because the ad would pop in my face all the time. The third advantage is that this visa comes with a lot of support. If you get this visa, you get access to a bunch of other free stuff, like free networking events, free mentorship. You'll have top people, top employers, top startups guiding you. All of these courses and all of these events, everything is free. All that they want is that you feel settled in, you feel welcomed. So you'll have somebody to welcome you. You'll have like a buddy, like a UK buddy. Now your buddy will also make sure that your personal transition is easy, not just your professional transition. So there's a lot of support that will come with this particular visa. The fourth benefit is that this visa is for 5 years. Now, 5 years is a long-term visa. And in those 5 years, there's no restrictions in the number of times you want to enter or leave UK. You can go out for any number of days that you want. You can come back for any number of days that you want. So a lot of easy movement, a lot of easy immigration opportunities, etc. The fifth benefit is that there is a pathway to PR, which is permanent residency. For people who may not understand what a PR is, let me give it to you very simply. In short, a PR gives you all the rights of a citizen, except voting rights. So you are equivalent to a citizen in terms of basically everything, in terms of job preferences, in terms of the benefits that the government is going to give out, healthcare benefits or unemployment benefits, everything. You're eligible. You're not on a visa. This is permanent residence. So this particular Tech Nation visa has a pathway to PR as well. The next benefit, and probably one of the most important benefits, is that you can file for your family as well and take them along. I know a lot of you keep asking this question, can we take our spouse along? Can we take our children along? So for this particular visa, it's very clear, it's very well documented that you can simply get your family as well. You can include them in your application, or you can file for them later whenever you want. Now that you've heard about this visa in details, I'm sure you've realized that this visa is not for somebody who's laid back. This visa is for slightly ambitious crowd. So if you are somebody who's very ambitious, then this is a visa that you should absolutely target. If you're somebody who's laid back, just want a basic job, just want a basic life, simple job, not a lot of expectations in life, then you should go for the skilled worker visa, which is the regular work permit. That's still an option. But if you go and look at the hierarchy of visas, so they list a hierarchy of visas on this website itself, and you'll see that the work permit is literally at the last. So, if you are somebody who feels like I have no ambitions, I just want to be in UK and lead a very simple, basic life, then yes, maybe the regular work permit would apply for you. If you're somebody who's very ambitious, if you want to, make it big in your life, then this is the visa that you should be going for. One important thing that I want to put across is I don't personally think that there's anything wrong in being more or less ambitious. I still don't know what I identify with. Some days I'm very ambitious. Some days I'm lazy as hell. I'm a baby seal. I want to keep lying, do nothing, stare at the walls. But I don't think there's anything wrong in either of it. You could be very ambitious and you could, want this particular visa, or you could have different plans in life. You would want to move to a different country, live in your home country, whatever. And even if you're not very ambitious, that doesn't mean that you don't have the right to demand or to wish for a beautiful life, a peaceful life. So that's what I want to put out there. I don't think there's anything wrong in either of these choices, but it's important to know what kind of a person you are, because you want to aim for the best pathways for yourself, which are best suited to you. So here's a very general and basic tip. Know yourself in and out. Know what is it that you want, or at least know your personality, accept your shortcomings. That's very important because that's going to help you understand which pathways are best suited for you. On that note, I'm moving on to which fields this particular visa covered. I told you the name can be slightly misleading because it seems like, it's only for tech, it's only for IT. So I want to clarify that this visa is not just for IT. Let's talk about what all does this visa cover. Also, I want to let you know that I got all these fields from their website itself. So if you're interested, you can go and check the website out. I will leave the link in the description box or in the comments somewhere. So go check that out, go read on it, go do your own DYOR, do your own research, and then come up with a conclusion. The first field is the most obvious, which is cyber. Now, cyber obviously means cybersecurity, ICT, so software developers or people who work in the cybersecurity space, making our connections, networks safe, creating programs, coding, etc. So that's typical IT. This does cover that. The next field is my field, which is fintech, which is finance plus technology. As we all know, technology is becoming increasingly important by the day in today's time. And in today's world, every field has some aspect of technology in it. Even my own field, which is finance, has a lot of technology in it, whether it's the valuation models, whether it's data modeling, etc. There is a lot of fintech that we use on a regular basis in our own work. Now, if you're not using data modeling, that doesn't mean that you're not using technology, because even Microsoft Excel is a technology. Microsoft Office Suite is a technology. And I think anybody in finance is using some technology of some sort. So do a detailed read and understand what fits you the best. The third field that it covers is artificial intelligence, which is AI. Now, if you guys know, I've done a lot of work from home opportunities about how you can create a better AI product, a better AI experience. These are all amazing work from home opportunities. I keep getting so many messages from you guys, how you've gotten jobs, how you've gotten these part-time remote work. I'm going to link some of my favorite videos up here in case you're interested in checking out these work from home opportunities. But yes, they were all AI products. So in case you have applied to any of those roles, just know that you already have the AI experience. The fourth field, and probably my favorite, the hottest topic of 2021, which is ESG. Net zero is just a way of saying how we're going to commit to a net zero carbon emission target. Of course, most countries have signed up for 2050, but I know that they are all planning to push that up because we all want to be carbon neutral as soon as possible. So if you are somebody who's interested in ESG, or if you are somebody who wants to work in green fields, which is environmentally sustainable fields, fields that are low to zero carbon emissions, then this is the right fit for you. The next field that this visa covers is law tech. Now, I actually used to think law tech is reg tech. I might be wrong, but that was my understanding. I thought regulatory plus technology is reg tech. That's what we use as a common terminology. Now, law tech could just be law plus technology. To me, again, they seemed similar, but who knows? When it comes to regulatory tech, it's mostly corporate based. Maybe law tech is more personal and corporate based. So unfortunately, I'm not a law expert. I could be getting the definition wrong. Maybe this is not reg tech. Maybe this is reg tech. Maybe reg tech is a world in North America and not in Europe, UK, or Asia. I don't know, whatever it is. If you're a lawyer, I'm pretty sure you'll read about this and figure it out. Apart from this, there are a lot of details that have been mentioned on the website, so I highly recommend that you go and check the website out. I'm going to put the link in the description box. I don't want to make this video super boring and super lengthy. I've given you the crux of it. Anything else that you need to know about the visa itself, especially how should you apply for it, how should you go about it, what kind of documentation you need, all of that is down in the description box, so please make sure you check that out. Also, let me know if you have any questions about the visa or the application process. I will try to connect base with my UK immigration network, and I will try to get some more information from them. Let me know if you think that would be a helpful video, if I can guide you guys on how to apply for this visa. Let me know what you think about this or any other video of mine. Also, let me know if there's anything else that you'd like me to cover in my next videos. You guys know that I always read your comments, and that's how I structure my content, because I only want to create content that you want to see, that you want to watch, and that is going to be beneficial to you. On that note, I want to make my last request. If you like this video or if you like the content that I create, please make sure you hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel, and turn the bell icon on so that you get notified every time I upload a video. I promise to see you in the next video. Until then, make sure you stay safe, take care of yourself. Namaste.